for a moment to Maharashtra, Dr. Prakash Ambedkar, because you are now pitching yourself as the opposition here. And what are you doing? You are ending up dividing the anti-BJP Shiv Sena vote. Let's be very clear. Who is your opposition? The part of the problem of the opposition in this country is that it doesn't seem to know who its main rival is. Is the Congress NCP your rival? Or is the Shiv Sena BJP your main rival? Who is your main rival?
Rajiv, if you allow me to go into history, earlier it was the Congress party till the 90s, which was in the opposition. So in the ruling party, and therefore everybody opposed the Congress party. Today it is the Sena BJP, which is the ruling party, and therefore we are against Sena BJP. Let me tell you another thing. You must learn to realize social realities. All of us are accusing that we are a B team of BJP, but you never criticize. And I'll just close this thing. You never realized that what you use the word in Marathi is salgadi. That is a yearly slave. That system is abolished. Why don't you allow the downtrodden of this country to have their own organizations? Are you time and again saying that these downtrodden, who may be from the smaller OBCs, maybe the Muslims, maybe religious minded, should hover between either Congress or BJP? Is this what you are suggesting?
No, I am.
And this is what is being said across. After being said across, let me remind you. You just heard in the said that EVM is hacked. I was the first person in 2004 to make the allegation that my elections were hacked in 2004. Even I continue today saying that the machines are hacked. Even after being hacked, I have nearly about Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi has collected 40 lakhs of votes. Let us respect this 40 lakhs voters that even after 24/7 allegations being made not by one channel but by 24 channels round the clock, people defied you and they voted for Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi. So let's accept that this is a rising force. This is a force of the oppressed and the neglected class, and we must allow this force to come up. Otherwise, this will be fodder for rest of the destructive forces.
So let me give you though the arithmetic. 8 to 10 Lok Sabha seats were lost by the.
I'll just interrupt you for a minute.
Yes.
You add those words which you are going to say of Congress party, which were the Muslim votes, into my coffer, then you have the same position that I am winning 6 to 7 seats. Why don't you accept that proposition?
Okay, let me ask you my question. It is believed that 8 to 10 Lok Sabha seats were lost by the Congress NCP because you put up candidates. The charge against you, therefore, was that you were the B team of the BJP, that Amit Shah sponsored the helicopter by which you travelled across Maharashtra, and therefore Asauddin Owaisi and you were sponsored by the BJP with one purpose: bring down the Congress NCP vote. How do you respond to that?
I think so. You should realize, because your channel carried the checks that I paid from the Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi and Bhari Bahujan Mahasangh account to the aviation company which allotted me that helicopter. That the funds that have come and which I have paid is come from the accounts, from the bank account, from the State Bank of India. Did you verify as to who are the donors in those accounts? The donor is the common man who donated 5,000, 10,000 into the accounts directly. You don't verify, but you go on making allegations.
Okay, so you're saying...
So question is right around. Let me come to another question which I am going to ask. If you are charged under CRPC, IPC 420, the law says that the police has to arrest you and produce it before the courts. I am asking a simple question. How many are charged under this section in the present government from the Congress party? And why they are not being arrested till today? Why the law is not taking the course? Should I make the allegation that no, there is a secret understanding between the Congress and the BJP? Should I make this allegation?
Okay. Okay.
I think you should allow every party to function in the manner in which it is functioning, except that they will function in that manner. Don't start casting accusation at some forces, because these accusations, let me tell you, is helping me in the sense that those who are donating us and those who are feeling neglect in the society are saying that they are now being mangled, they have been labeled, and they don't have a right to stand on their own legs.
Okay, let me
So
leave it. I take your point. You claim, therefore, that every political party has a right to its existence, and therefore you want to provide an alternative to the Congress and the BJP. Prakash Ambedkar, what is your sense? You're a third player in this. Why do you think the Congress has become such a weak party and the BJP such a dominant party? Why do you think that's happened?
See, what's the difference between Congress and BJP if you ask me today? I don't see any difference.
You don't see any difference?
I don't see any difference. You come to religion, BJP is a hard Hindutwadi. Congress is a soft Hindutwadi. Earlier, Congress would follow the Gandhian economy. In the 90s, they gave away the Gandhian economy and they came back to capitalist economy or the open economy. Now you come back again to the issue of opposition parties. Congress destroyed the opposition during its period. BJP is doing the same thing at the present stage. Let me remind what my grandfather wrote when the states were being formed. He said, "Thy cursed India, thy shall never be united." It's a time to ponder whether that frame is going to be true.
Are you saying? Are you saying if your grandfather, the architect of the Constitution, was still alive, he would want the demise of the Constitution? You believe that the Constitution has been murdered?
Let me complete what I have to say. Is there an opposition party today? I would say no. Congress is withering away. We have regional self-taps. Regional parties cannot become a national parties overnight. To build the parties takes a long period of time. Let's hope Modi continues for a longer time in the interest of the nation, even though I oppose him tooth and nail. If I may say, any person who will go down in the history as being one of the worst Prime Minister is the present Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. You are destroying the fabric of the nation. You are destroying the culture of the nation. You are destroying the homogeneity of this nation. To build all these things, it takes a long time. The freedom movement built the homogeneity, built the feeling of oneness within ourselves. That generation is over. Today's generation has taken over, where religion has become more important, and the next factor which is becoming more important is the caste.
No, you are. No, 1 minute. If you feel so strongly about all these issues, why don't you tie up with Prithviraj Chavan? Why doesn't the Congress join? Why don't you join?
Let me now put across what I asked for the last part. We were never interested in Parliament. He is a witness to it. What did I ask for? For Vanchit Bahujana Aghadi. I said share seats that you are going to lose.
Share the seats you are going to lose.
You are sure if you are going to lose this seat, then share with us. This was my demand with the Congress party. I was not asking for a winning seat.
What did they tell you?
They said we are not going to share a single seat. I didn't share a single seat. And therefore we had to fight on our own.
That's not true.
That is absolutely true. Don't deny it now.
We were ready to offer
so don't deny
6 to 8
seats. You are
seats.
a party of
Mr. Ambedkar were one from Akola.
You are a party who has not stepped down in saying that you are going to accept the downtrodden. you still believe in the hierarchy system. And that hierarchy system is today eating the Congress party.
No, you're using this word downtrodden. The real word is caste. You are accused of playing caste politics.
The question
Just as
is-
you accuse the BJP of playing Hindutva politics, they are accusing you of trying to create a 21st century brand caste politics for a new Maharashtra.
What I'm trying to do is unite all the castes and all the communities that were denied power ages together, and even in the last 70 years of parliamentary democracy. Can you give me one candidate in Maharashtra from the Kumbar community, from the Lohar community, from the Alutedar, Balutedar, who are given parliamentary seat and assembly seat? You give me one. There was a caste politics. Why do you deny that?
Okay.
Out of 48 constituencies, every constituency was from one caste. Why do you deny that? Only the reserved seats, either for the scheduled caste or for the tribal, leaving apart, they were all one caste. Okay, that's what the politics played about by Congress and by BJP also.
Okay, so you're trying to socially re-engineer
What we are trying to do is democratize socially and socialize democracy. Both we are trying to do in this country.
Why should people vote for the Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi?
See, we are talking about an alternative system in this country as far as program goes. You have Maharashtra, which is one side is wet and the other side is dry. Why can't we plan out transferring the wet water from the dry to the dry zone, which is very possible now? What we are talking of an alternative economic system where the agro industry becomes a major player in this economy, and that becomes the revival of the economy. Second is, what we are saying is that education should be responsibility of the state. Half of the students are left out, half of the students get education at the present stage. There are many issues which we are raising up, which concern the settlement. Let's take the case of nomadic tribes in this country. Nobody's worried about the nomadic tribes. It was 12% of the population in this country.
So you're
They were part.
So
of
you're calling for a more equal Maharashtra.
I'm calling
equal
for more
share.
equal share.
Ladies and gentlemen, opposition zinda hai is what we are being told.